Hello and good afternoon from Lewes in East Sussex. Just a quick one today as we'll be making the short journey to Brighton. However, I thought that this one would be worth covering as we'll be travelling aboard the oldest electric train still in regular passenger service in Britain. Anyway, first a whistle stop look at the station, but I'll need to be quick as our train will be leaving soon. Lewes Station, which originally opened in 1846, is rather quaint and basic, featuring just a cafe to my left and a ticket office to my right. The station is an intermediate stop on the East Coastway line and is situated on a junction where the Brighton and London branches of the line part ways with one another. Through the gate line and you'll find yourself on this bridge from which the platforms are accessible, with both stairs and lifts being provided to take you down to them. Our train will be departing from platform 5 today, with the service we're catching being the 1423 to Brighton. The service is operated by Southern, who are part of the wider Govia Themeslink railway brand. And here are the pair of Class 313 PEPs that will be taking us on our short journey today, and I've lucked out as we've got the one that's in classic BR corporate livery. The Class 313s were built by British Rail between 1976 and 1977, and have a top speed of 75 miles an hour or 121 kilometers an hour. Despite only really being used for local services, seating is still in a medium density 2+2 configuration, consisting mainly of bays of 4. Legroom between the seats isn't the best and would be quite tight if you had someone sitting opposite you. For a commuter train though, the seats are okay and are more than comfortable enough for our short journey today. As is common with trains of this age, the Class 313s are not air conditioned, so ventilation is provided in the form of opening the window. Lastly, overhead racks are provided and there's also space for larger items of luggage between the backs of seats. And that's about it. As you would probably expect, there aren't any plug sockets provided on this train. Anyway, before we set off, let's just take a quick look at our route for today. We'll head southwest from Lewes, calling only at Falmer before arriving into Brighton. Our scheduled journey time to Sussex's largest city is just 17 minutes. And we depart Lewes on time. Despite only being a short journey, the passing vistas are still pretty picturesque. Anyway, time for a quick wander. As with many suburban trains of the era, I've always found the interiors of these trains to be rather tasteless, with mundane strip lighting seemingly being a staple piece on these units. Spaces for wheelchair users can be found in the middle coach of each 3-carriage unit. And that's pretty much it. Those of you who aren't fans of checking out the toilets will be pleased to hear that the Class 313s don't have any, so do bear that in mind before boarding to ensure that you don't get caught short. I was however surprised to find out that these trains are Wi-Fi enabled, although I didn't make use of it on this trip. Anyway, we're now just passing the Amex Stadium, which is situated right next to our only cooling point, Falmer. The stadium is home of Premier League football team Brighton and Hove Albion, despite the fact it's technically located in neither Brighton nor Hove.
Dad?
Shortly after passing London Road Station, we cross London Road Viaduct, which provides us with excellent sweeping views of Brighton. Overall, this has been a rather pleasant journey aboard a clunky old Pep. But what about the cost of the trip? Well, an off-peak return without a rail card will set you back £5.30 or £3.45 with one. A single is £4.80 or £3.15 without and with a rail card respectively. For such a short journey, I actually think that's a tad on the expensive side, although I generally find the south of England to be quite expensive in terms of rail fares. So they're my views, but what did you make of the experience? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. We end up pulling into Brighton about 5 minutes early at 25 to 3. I suspect this is because the service would usually additionally call at Moscombe and London Road, but for some reason we didn't call at either of these on the day I filmed this. As promised, a bit about the classic BR livery. The unit we've travelled on was the first Class 313 to enter service back in 1976, and was reverted back to its original colour scheme in 2017 to celebrate 40 years of the type being in passenger service. This unit will be preserved by the National Railway Museum upon its retirement, which I think is great. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this quick video. If you did, be sure to help us out by giving it a like. If you're new to the channel, then be sure to subscribe and enable notifications as I publish new trip reports every Monday and Friday. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on Friday.
Oh,